What's up? What's up? We're live. Give me just a second, you guys. I will be back. Okay, so today I wanted to make a video, and I actually just woke up from a nap, and I should be taking a nap, but I am not, so I just couldn't take a nap. But I wanted to share something with you guys. Um, Something that happened to me maybe last week. Yes, last week. Whoever's here, say hi. So, and I know we all get these moments and we all go through this, but I wanted to share and I want to share mine so hopefully I could help someone or encourage someone who might be feeling the same that I was a week ago. Because obviously we are made of feelings as well. You know, you can't just avoid your feelings. Um, I was really down last week, like really, really down, and I couldn't. Something happened, so I went through something, and it was something that involved like a fight and bad words back and forth with someone, and so whenever there's words involved, words carry power, whether those words are good or bad. They carry something as you speak them out. So, you know, I got hurt. I hurt someone as well. Um, and I did apologize and I did forgive that person. But it kind of left me, sometimes you can't forget the words that you say or they said. And I was really, really down and I was so devastated. And I just needed help. Like, I needed I needed someone to talk to. I needed someone to console me. And not saying that I forgot God is there and that I have God with me. But sometimes you do forget that God is there. So I just went to work and I was just quiet and I just did not want to think about it. I was like, you know what? I'm just done. I'm tired. I can't fight anymore. Um, I can't push anymore, and I just felt so down and discouraged, and I needed a hug. Let's just say it that way. And I went down at work to the basement. They have a laminate machine, and I needed to laminate something because I'm doing summer school at my job, my first year, and so I was stressed, and then I was stressed from the fight that I had with that person, and I was just down, and I was like, oh, and I didn't want God's help. I didn't even want to ask God because I was blaming God for allowing me to put myself in that situation, which is not God's fault. It is our fault if we put ourselves in those situations. Um, but God, who is merciful, and God who is kind, God who is gentle, God who's faithful and always, always wants to help us, whether we ask Him or not, He will help us. Um, Hola, saludos, Candy. He sent me help. And it was funny because the way it came, it was unexpected and it was not the way I wanted to be helped. It was not the way I expected help to come, or encouragement or comfort, and God will never work on our terms. God will never do things the way we want to do things. Um, so I didn't know how to use the laminate machine. I asked for help. They sent me this young, beautiful teenager. Um, I think she's a volunteer or something at the work where I am at my job. So I didn't really want to have a conversation with her. I just wanted her to help me, and bye. That's it. Because I was mad. I was angry. I was stressed. I was discouraged. I was down. I did not want a carry conversation with anyone because I couldn't feel like I could do it. Like, I was so hurt. And then when she helped me and I said thank you to her, and she's like, "Oh, where are you from?" And so I told her, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm Ecuadorian. My mom is Ecuadorian." And then she's like, "Well, what's your name?" So I told her my name, and then she goes, "Oh, that's a nice name. My best friend is same nationality as I am." And then I was like, "Okay, fine." In my head, I'm just like, "Girl, bye," because I didn't want to have a conversation with someone because I was so hurt. I just could not carry a conversation. But little did I know that God was using that person to bring me comfort. And I never met her. I never met her. Never seen her. Um, in the end, I felt like asking, "What's your name?" Because I'm not rude, but when I'm hurt, I'd rather not talk because I'm afraid what I'm gonna say. So I'd rather not talk at all. Like, I just rather just stay quiet until it's like gone. And then I just felt like asking her, "What's your name?" And I did. And I asked her, I said, "What is your name?" She was really young. She's, I think, I don't even know if she's 20. And she goes, "Oh, my name is Faith." And I was like, "Oh, wow." It hit me right away. It was like when she said Faith, it wasn't because her name, it was what the meaning of faith. It was like she said, "Be well," or "Get well," or your soul is better now. You're better. That's it. It's like she said some type of magic word to me, and I felt better. And I don't believe in magic. I'm not saying faith is magic. I'm just saying I felt God's presence, and it felt like God was hugging me at that moment through her name. And then she just left. Like, she just said, "My name is Faith." And then she goes, "Okay, bye." And then she left, and I was like, oh, I felt God's love, but at the same time I felt humiliated and humbled, in a good way, because I felt like I should have reached out to God for help and said, "God, I need you. I need you at this moment. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling discouraged. I'm feeling down. I need you to just hug me. I need you to just give me a nice word. Give me something that it's gonna bring me up. That's going to bring my soul up again." Because I felt like my soul was crushed at that moment. Um, but after that girl left, I just felt like I had, I don't know, like 10 Red Bulls, and I felt so uplifted. I felt like I could get up again, wipe my tears, and push again, and face any adversary that was coming my way. And boy, did they come. But I just felt like I was equipped back again with encouragement, with comfort, with strength, with hope, with power. And then it just reminded me when I was feeling all that in my soul, I was reminded again what faith really is. What faith is like a lifestyle, it's a lifestyle that we need to live. No matter what happens, we need to rely on faith in Jesus, faith in God, because He is our comfort, He is our hope, He is our strength, and we cannot deal or face the world or difficulties or our adversaries or whatever hell that we go through, whether it's because we said something and we put ourselves through hell, or whether someone brought it our way. We need faith. And I believe God putting me in that situation, sending me that girl to help me, and she doesn't even know, but I know she was used by God, and especially her name, to remind me that I need to have faith in whatever situation I'm going through. I need to have faith that God's got my back, that God is going to get me out of that pit. God is going to get me out of that situation. So I'm making this video to remind you as well that no matter what you're going through in this moment, and I know everyone is going through something, and I know everyone goes through something, God will get you out of it. And you just have to have faith in Him, and you just have to show that to Him and remind yourself over and over, because believing in God, it's not a one night pill that you swallow and all of a sudden all your troubles go away and all of a sudden your life is full of red roses and golden pavements and it's just perfect. It's not, because you're still in this world, you're still breathing, you're still living, you still have to go and deal with people, and people are hurt, people are mad, people are angry, people go through things, and if they're going through things and they're hurt, they're going to hurt people around them, and we all do that. But when we have God and we have faith in Him, and we have to remind ourselves constantly that God is there, and my faith in Him cannot die, that these situations that I'm going through cannot kill my faith in God. And God is so merciful to remind us. For me, sending that girl to help me was a reminder that, hey, I have faith. Faith is still inside of me. It might be dull, it might be a little weak, it might be like sleepy, or it might be just tired, because I have allowed circumstances around me to weaken my faith. But when we spend time in God, with God, and in His words, and in prayer and praise, constantly praying, your faith grows and strengthens. Just like when you try to lose weight and build those muscles and build that strength and that stamina, you have to feed, and you have to feed your faith every single day with God's word, with Him, because faith can't die. It's there, but you have to feed it, you have to activate it, you have to remind yourself that I have God, He's there. Faith will remind you that. So I hope that with this video, I just want to encourage and remind you that when you're going through these situations and you're feeling hurt and you're feeling down and you're just feeling like, I can't even pick up the phone and call someone, because that's how I felt, and I feel many times like I can't even pick up my phone and call someone, because many times nowadays people will say, well, you put yourself in that situation, or you picked that person, or you went through that route, or you made that decision. Don't say that to people. Don't say that to your family members. Don't say that to your friend, even if they chose the wrong route. Don't say that. Always make yourself available, and always make yourself available into helping them, even if it's just saying a kind word, even if it's just patting their back and just saying, I will pray for you, I will keep you in my prayers, I will pray for you at nighttime, I will pray that God will deliver you, God will help you, God will send you help. And even if you cannot reach out to those family members or friends, people around you, to remind them that you're praying for them, that you care for them, just do it when you go to bed. Do it in your own thoughts, in your own heart. Always, don't just shut those people out of your life just because they chose a different route that you don't you don't agree or that you don't like, um, because in the end, you have to show people that you love them, and I always say, stay away from, in my other videos I've said it many times, stay away from negative people. That's a different setting, that's a different aspect, but I'm saying about people who are hurt, people who are hurting. There's so many single moms out there who are pulling the wagon on their own, do something nice for them, say something nice to them. There's moms who are not even single, and they have their spouse, but they're going through so much. I know a lot of friends that I have, um, who share stuff with me, and sometimes the best you could do is just sit down and listen, and just listen and listen and listen until they vent and they let everything out, because people kill themselves because they have no one to vent, they have no one to just pour their soul, their spirit, their heart out, and they keep everything inside, and they keep everything inside until one day they're like a ticking bomb and they explode. And you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that a friend of yours that you could have helped made that choice, because you didn't make that choice to help them, or a family member or whoever. And I know I kind of went outside what the title really means, but all I'm saying is that when you feel hurt, don't focus on your hurt and your pain and what made you feel that hurt, what brought you that pain. Don't focus on that situation. Or if you can get help, call a friend, a brother, sister, or whoever you rely, whoever you trust your heart, your situations with, your secrets. It's fine, you can talk to them. But I say, first phone call you make is to Jesus. First phone call you make, first run you make is to God, because He wants to help us. He just wants us to reach out to Him and say, I want your help. I need your help. Because our friends and our family members, they can be there, they can say nice stuff, and we want that. We like that because we're made for each other. Okay, human beings are made for each other. But there's nothing like God's help. There's nothing like the comfort of God. There's nothing like when God encourages you and gives you strength and hugs you and shows you that love. There's nothing like that. If you haven't experienced that, I hope to God and pray that you will soon. But you have to open yourself up, and you have to allow God to give you that. You have to allow God to hug you and encourage you and strengthen you and fill you with hope and fill you with faith, because that in the end, that's the answer. Um, a lifestyle full of faith is a lifestyle full of peace, strength, hope, joy, comfort, and it doesn't mean that it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be with um, ups and downs, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to feel pain. To feel pain is good. You're not going to help. You're not going to be hurt by people. It just means that with faith in God, you're going to go through it a little bit easier, and you're going to mature. You're going to come out stronger. You're just going to come out stronger. Why I say that? Because sometimes when we get hurt, if we don't rely on God and His help, all we're going to think is how to hurt that person back. That's natural. In our natural instinct, in our natural nature, human nature, when we're hurt, someone hurts us and says something bad about us, or whatever, if it's emotional hurt, physical, whatever, we want a plan or a project to hurt them back. We want to say something bad to them that's going to hurt them double, because it's natural for us to think that. We're humans. No one is perfect. But when you rely on God and you just take that hurt and that heart of yours, that soul of yours that's crushed, that's hurt, take it, give it to God. He can turn that around and bring a beautiful testimony out of it. Like this right here, I'm sharing a testimony of faith, of how God helped me, despite me being rebellious and not wanting His help. And I know a lot of people say, you're being vulnerable to share stuff like that, I don't mind, because to me, God is real and His help is real. And this is just an instance. God has many times done so many things about me, but this was just recent, last week, And I have this thing right here, the stand that says faith, right here in my dresser, in my bedroom, um, and I only put this because I want to be reminded that I have to live by faith, and faith will remind you to have faith in God. And I'm not talking about like any type of faith. I'm just talking about faith in God, faith in Jesus, because I can't do it in my natural strength, in my natural forces. I can only go so far and then drop dead on my knees and just give up, because I feel like last week I was so hurt. I just gave up. In my soul, I gave up. I was like, I give up. I can't do it anymore. And I like, if you actually saw me, you would be like, you can't do this. Like, how does your boss let you work like this? I was literally dragging my feet, going downstairs, dragging my feet, putting the paper there to laminate and do this. I just did not want to work. I didn't want to be there. I didn't even want to get up, but I need the job. I need the work. So I made myself go. But my soul was crushed. And God knows that, and God sees that, and His grace is so big and so enough that He will send help. Just receive it. Don't refuse it. Because you refuse it, you're gonna, all you're doing is shutting the door to receiving help, and your soul will just crumble and crumble and crumble inside. And let me tell you something, no alcohol, nothing, no cigarette, no whatever addiction that you think you can just get out there and take a glass or whatever, and you're gonna forget that hurt. You're not. You're still gonna get up in the morning and you're still gonna feel hurt, and you're still gonna feel the pain and the conversation that you had with that person, the hurt. You're not going to forget that. But when you give that pain, that hurt to God, you will remember, but it will be different. You're gonna be like a brand new person. You're gonna say, well, God did this for me. He fixed me that day, in a sense. He healed me. He sent me help. He sent me strength because I relied on Him. So I hope that this is a reminder that whenever you're hurt, whenever you're feeling down, discouraged, remind yourself to put your faith in God, to send you help, to send you comfort, to send you strength and hope, because you need it every day. You need it every day. It's like, we need water every day and food. So our soul needs faith in God every day. We need God every single day, just like we need air. Hi Bliss, thank you. So I hope this encourages you guys, and you can share it with someone else, because it's nothing like, I could sit here and just cry and just say, oh, this person hurt me and I was hurt, and I know I hurt that person too, and that person knows. But the best thing is when you can come out of it, and it's a testimony that now you can share it with someone, because you really experienced it, and you can share it with someone that might be going through at that moment. Because people won't talk, people won't share what they're going through, and it's not wrong, but keeping it inside, it will only hurt you, and it will only grow and grow until you hurt someone else, basically. So, what is everyone doing this afternoon? What is today? I forget. I don't even know. Anyway, it's Sunday. We had a really fun weekend. I had my sister-in-law here. Had a really nice talk with her. And I actually have another story that I'm going to share, really inspiring and encouraging with her, that I had this weekend. So I might share. I've been really behind with filming. I've just been really stressed and with work. I am leading a summer kids camp at my job for the first time, so I've been preparing, getting myself ready and mentally and physically. And it starts on Tuesday, and it's 2 months straight, all summer, July and August. So I've been really stressed, and I had no time to film. But I also, you guys know, for those of you who follow me from the beginning, know that I only share what I just shared right now, like things that I've gone through, things that God has helped me overcome, and my experiences. Otherwise, I won't share just to share a video, you know? So, oh goodness. All right. Whoever's here, thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys on my next video. I think tomorrow I don't work, so I'm hoping to film tomorrow, and then just post them during the week. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Bye.